The Israeli military is moving deeper into Gaza as the new offensive gets underway. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu previously said Israel would occupy all of Gaza. He then scaled that back to Gaza City following opposition from his own cabinet. Now he is asking the military to move more quickly to reduce the timetable. This move comes despite reported major divisions between Netanyahu and military leaders who say sending large numbers of troops back into Gaza could lead to significant Israeli casualties.
It's going to be a difficult slog through Gaza City. Hamas it controls this. They could end it immediately. They're the ones that are choosing this path.
Netanyahu says he has been in touch with President Trump about the new offensive, adding President Trump has expressed his support for it. A new controversy surfaced yesterday after Israel said it killed a prominent Al Jazeera journalist and 4 of his colleagues in an airstrike. Israel claims Anas al-Sharif was a Hamas cell leader. Al Jazeera denies that allegation. Other journalists have been killed during the war, but this is the first time Israel has admitted it targeted a reporter. President Trump meeting Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska later this week, hoping to find a way to end the war in Ukraine. But as Connor Hansen reports tonight, it remains an open question whether Ukraine will be formally included in the upcoming talks.
I'm going in to speak to Vladimir Putin. And I'm going to be telling him, you got to end this war. You got to end it.
For the first time in almost a decade, Russian President Vladimir Putin will be on U.S. soil. Alaska, a former Russian territory, will be the site of the highly anticipated summit. So far, there are no plans for Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky or other European leaders to join. But they are expected to be in close contact before and after.
We're going to change the lines, the battle lines. Russia's occupied a big portion of Ukraine. They've occupied some very prime territory. We're going to try and get some of that territory back for Ukraine.
Russia currently occupies about 20% of Ukraine and most of its coastline. Zelensky has been resistant to ceding any territory to Putin.
The war must end as soon as possible with a just peace.
A joint statement from the leaders of European countries like the UK, Germany, and France read, quote, "We are convinced that only an approach that combines active diplomacy, support to Ukraine, and pressure on the Russian Federation to end their illegal war can succeed." More than 3 years into the war, the fighting continues, with Russian bombs injuring at least a dozen people in Ukraine over the weekend. President Trump says he is willing to join meetings between Putin and Zelensky if the two leaders want him there.